my message to you is that this conversation that we are holding today is important and timely in the implementation of Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. And what I mean is that on transitional justice, national healing and accountability process, as well as Chapter 6 on the parameters of the permanent constitution. And to be very frank with you, these two chapters are the beef of the matter, are the real heart of the agreement on the resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, because they don't deal with allocation of portfolios, but they deal with post-conflict reconstruction program for this country. So Chapter 1 is basically about dividing responsibilities among ourselves. Position in public and military and civil service and political position. Chapter 2 on the permanent security arrangement, ceasefire. Chapter 3 on humanitarian assistance and reconstruction. Chapter 4 on financial management and the supplement of new institutions. 5, which is transitional justice, accountability mechanism. Chapter 6, permanent constitution making process. This is the agreement. And if you could see the sequence of the agreement, 5 and 6, if they are implemented in letter and spirit, we will arrive to the South Sudan we all want. A South Sudan of prosperity, South Sudan of rule of law, South Sudan of constitutional governance. So I don't think that a group of people that discuss the implementation of Chapter 5 and 6 are making any mistake. If anybody have that belief, then you are a liar. And you must be told in clear letters that you are an enemy of this country. So you are free to discuss the parameters of Chapter 5 as well as the parameters of Chapter 6. And most importantly, in Chapter 5, as many of you are aware more than I do, if we fully unpack the 3 institutions of transitional justice, that is the truth-telling of what went wrong in the past, with all honesty, if we unpack the compensation aspect, which is the reparative aspect of the conflict, because this conflict has affected all of us, both life and material resources. If we also go into holding the violations of human rights into account, be it at our national jurisdiction or by a hybrid legal mechanism, such as the proposed hybrid court for South Sudan, then definitely we will break the cycle of impunity. As you are aware that the CPA was signed without provision on transitional justice, it became an enabler for violation, continued violation of human rights and international humanitarian law. And when I try to find this out, why the comprehensive peace agreement do not include the provision of transitional justice, it was simply argued that the bigger elephant in the room was for the people of South Sudan to go for a referendum. And therefore, we have to compromise whatever wrongdoing that we have imposed among ourselves. So we have to all get united with the one identifiable common enemy in Khartoum, and therefore we should forgive ourselves and go forward to the conduct of a referendum, which will determine whether the southern region will continue to be part of the United Sudan or become an independent country. I think that was a very good political objective. However, that political objective was achieved. We now have the Republic of South Sudan. Unfortunately, 2 years down the line, again we slip into another civil war. Who was our common enemy? So, in other words, the war was truly meaningless. And since it was brought to an end by the assistance of the regional and international community in form of this peace agreement, there is no any excuse whatsoever that we cannot implement transitional justice mechanism. So there will be no any other justification like the previous case, where we were to be united to solidify the unity of our internal front for the conduct of the referendum. That was the objective, and I agree with it as part of my research at the time. Now, we have agreed and included in our agreement that transitional justice must be implemented. So there is no excuse, comrades. Time is now, an opportunity is before you now that you need to effectively participate in the implementation of transitional justice. Finally, on Chapter 6, we have had in this country a number of missed opportunities for people-driven constitution-making process, for participatory making of the laws of our country. And we have to agree that is social contract. We have a social contract with the government. And as such, citizens, as stakeholders, must be involved